Hi, I'm Nicole Myers, licensed professional counselor, and we're going to talk today about the subject of divorce. In my career, I speak to many people who have been affected by divorce. In fact, most people I talk to have been affected by it in one way or another. We all know someone whose parents have been divorced, whose children are divorced, maybe we ourselves have been divorced. So, the question that we're going to cover today is, how do I tell my significant other that I want a divorce? Well, first and foremost, you may want to ask yourself, do they know whether I'm considering divorce? If they don't have a clue, that might be a little bit different discussion. You want to pick a safe place where you can have this discussion. In other words, having this discussion in your bedroom as you're getting ready for bed might not be the best choice. However, sitting down at the kitchen table with the table in between the two of you could be a very good place to have this discussion because it gives you a little distance while still being able to face each other and sitting upright and making eye contact. I would add to this, however, if you are afraid of your significant other that they may have or could be a harm to you during this discussion, then you may want to pick a more safe, even more safe place, such as a neutral territory, say meeting in a coffee shop and talking to them. If you can't do that even, and it's truly beyond the level of safety where you can't talk to them in person, then you may need to pick another medium. But in that case, I would also seek out extra help as far as having somewhere safe to live during this process. So seeking out extra help might be, you might tell them in an email or over the phone, but then you would also set up a safe place such as living with a friend or relative while going through the divorce. Okay, so how do you want to tell your significant other you want a divorce? If you don't think they have a clue, but you know that there's a lot of problems in your marriage, you may want to make a list of these things and tell them about the problems that you see as insurmountable to continuing the marriage. You should also have an idea of what's my goal in telling this person that I need a divorce from them. Where do we want to be in a week, a month, and a year in this journey of divorce? Once you have that stuff down, you're going to be much more able to share with them what you need to do. If you have children, making sure that your children have somewhere else to be that is not anywhere near you or even in the same house while you're discussing the divorce for the first time. Later on, your children will need to know about it, but they do not need to be the first people to hear about it, particularly when your significant other may not be aware of the impending divorce as of yet. So first and foremost, make sure that you are safe in this discussion. Make sure that you have a goal in this discussion and be ready to take on your questions from your significant other and handle their response to you in a way that you feel you can walk away from with your head held high and ready to move on with your life. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please visit our Facebook page or sign up for our newsletter. Thanks again.
The materials provided in this article are for informational purposes only. Use of and access to this article or any of the links contained within the article or website do not create a relationship between the author and the user or browser. We are professionals that have been trained and have experience in assisting individuals going through a divorce. Please click on divorceintexas.org for information about this service as well as privacy policy and terms of use. We are not lawyers and do not provide legal advice.